This is Karen Ranzi of Super Healthy Children, and I am here with Dan-the-Man McDonald, who many of you have probably seen through his excellent YouTube videos on raw food and the spiritual health part of changing your diet and lifestyle. And this is his beautiful daughter, Nataya. And can you tell me what your lifestyle was like before and what brought you to believing that this was the healthiest way for you to eat?
I actually always believed that this was, the way to be and everything, and I never necessarily thought that's going to be me someday. But it was weird because I would talk to other people like kind of a rampant vegan, even though I ate everything, and I still was kind of like, yeah, eat healthy, no. Even though it's weird, like I was advocating for something I wasn't even really a part of. But what kind of convinced me to really make the switch was I just remember I just started gaining a lot of weight and my skin was really terrible, and I looked and I felt bad and my sleeping habits were all off, and I was like, you know what, I'm going vegetarian, and then I was vegetarian for like a month, and then school started up, and I was like, I'm done with this, I just want to eat my McChickens and stuff, and then I started getting weight
Were
again.
both your dad and mom vegetarian,
yes.
vegan at that time?
They've been raw vegan ever since I can remember. My mom thought my dad was crazy at first, but yeah. But no, she's completely, they're very alike because they both see it in a health sense and they look at it from like a science point of view kind of thing. And
well, the body is a science. We're part of science
really
also.
Is. And I've always respected that a lot, and so it makes me feel like, this is the right way to be. And it made me kind of like committed to it, even if I wasn't necessarily a part of that. Anyway, and then I guess I started getting weight again, and then I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to be chunky again and overweight and have acne. And so I developed an eating disorder kind of, and I was bulimic for like a year, and it was like on and off, and then I was kind of on and off vegetarian through that and stuff. And yeah, and then I just remember one day we were about to go visit my dad, not this past April, but the April before, and we were going down there for spring break, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm just going to be vegan, we're going to make a lot of videos, and I just want to look good and feel good, and I'm done, I'm going vegan from now on. And I was kind of like junk food vegan and stuff, and I was like, yeah, when I'm with Dad, I'll eat really healthy and things like that. But I just remember being really pasty even and everything, and yeah.
So what are you doing now that's helping you to have better skin and really tone up your muscles?
Really, sweating is a big thing, I notice, like doing things that really make you sweat, because my skin is so much better and just glowy and everything when I sweat a lot and I get a lot of exercise. And also just, I used to think of it like, okay, well, I just won't eat this stuff and then have other stuff, but then that doesn't always work, and so now I'm just like a raw food mentality, like I'm not having, spices or salt anymore or anything like that. I was having like nutritional yeast and things like that, and stuff that's like technically raw and all that.
Not really, though.
Yeah.
And so you find that the cleaner eating,
I just feel
fruits and
better.
vegetables.
Yeah, and my skin is a lot better, and just everything. And
Wow.
I just look and feel better in general.
And what caused that, do you think? Besides the sweating, and in the sense of like the diet, which is kind of one of Karen's.
Really just eating raw and everything being fresh and lively and vibrant and,
real
really,
food.
Yeah, you are what you eat, really. And if you eat beautiful, glowing, healthy foods, you will be glowing and beautiful and radiant and healthy,
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. And so what do you eat now? What are your favorite foods?
I really love like all fruit, but I really love my vegetables. I really do. A lot of people have trouble eating them. I love my beets and my carrots, and I love all my vegetables. I love food, basically.
Yeah.
But you don't like the results of some of the foods.
Yeah.
So
like honey, maple syrup, agave, sugar, anything like that. I don't have any sugar except like fruit sugar. I just noticed that anything else just doesn't work.
Yeah, anything that's not completely natural.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It just compromises my health and my skin and everything, and I hate it. And it sucks.
Exactly.
So the cleaner you eat, the better you look, the better you feel. And that's usually the fruits and vegetables. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just trying to simplify it for the viewers so that they can get that. Because it really is like fruits and vegetables, fruits and some nuts and seeds. So
what you eat, what you drink, and what you put on your skin.
That's true. And what about, as a teen, a lot of people would say, oh, don't you want to join in, your peers, it's so important when you're a teen to, all that pressure that you get to conform. How is that for you?
It used to be kind of a struggle, and I'd be like, maybe they're right, and then I'd go online and be like, vegans are dumb, and look at all these articles, and then they're just, their arguments just are full of holes, and they just don't make sense, and every time I'm like, okay, veganism is the right way to go, and just everything. I just become more and more convinced. My doubts actually end up making me more convinced.
Yeah, you've intellectualized it. You believe in it. And once you believe in it, it's just a whole different picture. You have the confidence to carry it out no matter what. And that's beautiful. And I'm sure your dad, Dan, here, has been a major influence in your life.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I never forced anything. I just set a good example, I think.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I remember some frustration. I just remember once, my sister and I were like, Mommy, we want pancakes and eggs or something, and my dad wanted us to eat like I don't know, raw foods and stuff, and I just remember once he was like, Terry, if they were really hungry, they would eat cabbage or something. And I don't know, and he was right, if we really were hungry, but at the same time, then over time, he was like, yeah, eat what you want to eat, and then it was the influence. It really was the influence that inspired me in everything.
Yeah. So you were there, you had a basic knowledge, and you always had that to return to. And that's what brought you there. And Dan, you must be really proud of your daughter.
I am.
Yeah.
Not just because of the food she eats or any of that, but just because of who she is as a person. To think for herself and to make her own choices, to come to this place on her own. Yes, there's an energy field of the dad and the mom. First, the mom resisted it, at first, but then she's like, okay, saw that I was serious, stuck with it. It kind of rubbed off on her because she saw what it was doing for me, and then the mom and the dad both doing it just kind of rubs off, and then the child can do with it what they want. It's never going to be a forced thing. It's just going to be choose and empower yourself and make good decisions.
Yeah, and I think for me, I wish that I had been as relaxed as I see the way that you did it. I tended at times to be coercive because I was fearful that my children would start eating a lot of processed and refined foods, and it's become so quickly addictive. And I think I could have relaxed a lot more, and I think you're a wonderful model, a wonderful role model.
The detachment or the non-attachment to anyone else, even those closest to you, can relinquish stress. So you just, even your closest people, they are going to live their own life. You can't force your grandpa to drink green juice to get rid of his cancer.
That's right. And eventually I had to let go in order to have a relationship with my children. And interestingly enough, they both came back to this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen, for being who you are and doing what you do. You do it very well, and thanks to all your viewers for watching this video. And I can send them over to mine, which is...
Yes, Dan, tell us about your
Life-regenerator.com is my YouTube channel, where I love to share information that is, intellectually based and heart-driven. And
what is your website?
Life-regenerator.com.
Great. Thank you so much.
Google Life Regenerator, Dan the Man.
Thank you, Dan and Nataya.